Yes, yes, y'all, and it don't stop.
Shut the fuck up, sorry ass motherfucker. Stay away from me.
Hey, where are you? It's Jesse. Oh, morning, neighbors. Just sitting here getting chiefy. About to put on my shoes because I got house shoes and I got outside shoes. What if Mr. Rogers started his show every day that way? It would just go to Mr. Rogers' house. They zoom in. He'd be on his couch with the rolling tray. Morning, neighbors. Can you roll a backwood? I knew you could. No, Mr. Rogers, we can't roll a backwood. Nobody can roll those damn things. Except like two people in Kansas City. That's it. That's all I ever met. Yo, speaking of Kansas City, shout out to the 5 Radio XL. Shout out to Maliko, the fam over there holding it down. Young Nell, Kush Only, my man Cuz, Nitro, Cuba, Osco, man. If I'm missing Salazar, you know I got the whole squad there. Got fam. Got to give it up for Kansas City one time. Kansas City really, 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 really is a cool, cool place. Yo, Newport Jetty. Is it raining? Is it how's the weather out there, Vince? I really, really want to know. I'm not just making small talk because I'm old. Although I have noticed the older I get, the more I do talk about the weather. I don't know if that's because I'm old or if the world's just worse and I'm just trying to change the subject a lot more. But you guys could have laughed at that. Fine, fuck it. Thank you. Man, first thing I see when I woke up this morning is this lady talking about not all cops are bad. That was the first thing I see this morning, man. Usually I get a little bit of a reprieve. So one thing I like to do, no rain, beautiful morning. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. No rain. Yo, what's up, Kauai? Man, everybody's messaging from the ocean this morning. Hawaii's in the house. How's the weather there? Orion, you beat your brother in today, son of a bitch. Man, I got some good weed this morning. I can't lie. I decided I'm an indica dude now. You know, it sucks is I never knew the difference really between indica and sativa, and I didn't even care. But I would ask people, and I would say, well, which one is which? And they would say, well, sativa is going to give you more natural energy. And indica is more laid back, right? Well, so I just took that to mean that anytime I needed some kind of anytime in life I need a decision, I always pick the performance enhancing one, right? Like, are you going to just drink soda pop or are you going to drink an energy drink? Are you going to drink water? Are you going to drink infused water? Are you going to get the regular beef jerky? Are you going to snap into a Slim Jim? Right? Like I always got to go the extra mile, right? So I just assume naturally that being what they call good morning, Ellen. I just assumed that I wanted the sativa. But naturally, I'm a pretty motivated person as it is, so I think that it had the side effect, the opposite side effect, right? Like when you got your hyphy friend and then he does a bunch of blow and he's just sitting in the corner all quiet. Like, yo, what the hell's your problem? Well, other people, alcohol does that too to people. Some people get quiet, some people get loud, but not everybody gets loud. So I discovered that if I smoke this indica, man, I feel pretty crunk. That's good, right? Feeling crunk. Oh man, we got lighter issues though. This is what happens when you buy one of these. Look, whoa, look at that. You can see right through my lighter. Okay, so check this out. This is the part of the show I'll remind you guys that if you go to standupandfightback.bigcartel.com, you can go get yourself some edgy urban streetwear for the working class person during the pandemic. And if you use the promo code Coffee+Bonghits, sucker, you can get 10% off your order. All right. This is also a good time to remind you guys that Fuck 12 Dudes, the real one, the .com is coming. It's coming. Remember, move all your shit off of Facebook. Get yourself some real estate. Quit renting an apartment from Zuckerberg. Quit renting an apartment from Twitter. Quit renting an apartment from anybody in cyberspace. Go get yourself some real estate. Even if you ain't doing nothing with it. Just be like, whatever your name is.com. Go get something. Go get a place you can hide out and post pictures of your family. Or you can mess with Total Market Exposure and my man Alex Lockwood, and he can hook you up with that. Knock it out the park Iron Man custom suit to do exactly what you ask him to do, whatever he needs. See, I didn't know. It's always daytime. It's always daytime. Inside my head, it's always Alaska. Jimbo's just agreeable as shit this morning. Got the all right. Okay. I see you. In fact, I see you all right, okay, and I'll raise you a commercial for the movement. Hey, yo, it's Jesse Sponberg. I'm rocking with the movement. You can too. Every Sunday night, 10 p.m. only on KBOO, KBOO 90.7. Yeah. Give it up for Jimbo, everybody. Yes. Give it up for the movement. Those guys do a lot of shit. Hey, man, Ryan, I ain't leaking that to everybody. Everybody don't need to know that. They might be able to see it in the comments, but I'm not putting that on screen. Anyways, man, you know what's really crazy is the way the world shapes up is the influx of solicitors and spammers that I got calling me from Hawaii numbers, knowing that I'm just waiting for one phone call from Hawaii. Just one phone call that says, hey, bro, why did you go back to the mainland? I tell them, they'll say, okay. And then, wow. Either way, I got to get the fuck out of here, man. I need to go back to this water. I need to go back to some other water that's blue. I need to go find blue water. And they won't let me swim in Little Crater Lake all day. Yeah, man, knowing damn well the trooper ain't got no warranty, man. Shit. But I still got to answer every time because it says 808, and I'm just like, shit. Because one of these times is going to be. Because another time it was that dude. I was just getting ready to do the show, and it was the guy. And he was like, all right, Jesse, I'm just calling to let you know that we got your shit. Your shit's all cool. You just got to talk to this one lady. And then I was like, all right, well, let me talk to her. And he's like, you can't talk to her right now. She's going to call you. Man, but what's crazy is I just went on living my life, right? But there's a lot of people that are legitimately stacking up on bills, and the eviction courts are still processing, and this country is being taken apart step by step by step by step, and you don't realize, man. But remember, before the coronavirus even happened, we have farmers putting guns to their heads. We had climate refugees all over this country. People in Oregon only think what happens in Oregon happens when it happens in Oregon, right? Like, they don't understand that there's a world outside of Oregon. And I hate to be that guy, but even when I didn't get outside Oregon, I knew there had to be a world outside Oregon. And that's why I'd always get National Geographic maps and just study their places, right? Because there had to be places outside of Oregon. But people in Oregon don't think that. And so they think that the only climate refugees in this world are from the forest fires. But, man, the flooding in the Midwest has displaced people. You can't go back and live in a house. You can't go back and live in a house after it's been tainted with agricultural runoff and hog shit and pesticides and herbicides and all the sides from every side on the side. All of the climate refugees from all of the hurricanes all the way up and down the East Coast. Then you add to the fact that people are literally just being kicked out of their houses because they don't have enough money to live in their houses. That is the extra crazy part. Okay, look, there's a lot of fucking news today, so we're just going to crank into it, I guess, and get busy. I feel like I've been talking for a long time already. Did I already throw that up? Okay. Did y'all know I eat bananas sometimes? I live off random pieces of fruit that I find. I'm like Aladdin and his monkey. We just go to fruit stands and steal oranges and shit. Because we're street rats. Don't tell nobody. don't tell nobody that we steal fruit. And if you see somebody else stealing fruit, don't snitch on them, yo. That is not cool. All right, so here's your quick reminder to get the app. So when you guys see this on Facebook or whatever, that's great. Or if you see it on YouTube or whatever. But really, it's all about the file, players.
New music coming up. And we're right back.
Now this is G-Eazy. It's your boy, Yo God the King.
These brand new don't step on my business. I'ma hit that if she let me. They don't like how I talk that.
What's going on? This is Drizzy. Gotta represent. Hey. It's a rolling, not a stopwatch. Don't ever stop.
Have you ever seen a crowd going apeshit? Yeah, y'all, this Jay-Z.
This is Beyonce.
This is 5XL Radio.
Yeah, go get that app. I know apps are kind of played out these days. You can also just go to the website, the5radioxl.com, and just add it to your home screen. That's why I don't have an app for Urban Survivor, man. I tried. I was like, we're going to get an app, bro? It was like, man, what is this? 2006? You're not getting an app. All right, so check this out. Now it's time for my news, not your news, because unfortunately, your news sucks and it's probably fake. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to bang through some headlines, see what the feel for the world is like this morning, and then dig into the Twitter, maybe go check out Fuck 12 News, see what's local. All right, let's bang this out. Try not to talk too long. Top headline from Politico. Most voters did not enjoy Trump-Biden clash. Say they should still keep debating. I hate to say what I heard, but it hasn't been confirmed as of the beginning of this program. But they were going to mute mics. If you have to mute the microphone of the most powerful person, second most powerful person in the world behind his roommate Putin, if you have to mute that man's microphone because he can't shut up, that is such a testimony to the worthlessness of our entire species, man. I don't care what you say. We suck. If the aliens came down, and asked me, if they said, Jesse, what do you think about us coming down and picking up the entire human race and taking you guys to a wonderful planet far away? Right? I'll say, no, lock your doors. Don't let a single one of us get on your ship. It's like cockroaches. We'll just start having babies, and then we'll be all over crying, watching TV all over your house, eating Cheese Whiz, leaving the refrigerator door open. Like, no, don't. You're better off scooping up a thing full of termites and dumping them into your wooden pacemaker. I don't know what kind of man. Hey, this is the show where I always just wear the clothes from the night before. We don't dress up till after the show. It's too much hassle in the morning, man. I don't need that kind of pressure and anxiety in the morning. Literally, our rule is whatever the hell is right there, you grab that, you wake up, you do a show. This is what I fell asleep wearing. So that's what I woke up, put back on. Oh, man. You strained my pasta through a crock last night, by the way. Laugh all you want. It works. Kind of. You still get a little bit of noodles that come through the foot. It'd be better if you kept a couple toes in it. Hey, so I'm going to tell you guys something before we get any further in the news. So here's a trick. If you're a minister and you're marrying somebody, never mind, I can't tell you guys. But if you private message me, I will tell you. And it's super worth it. Okay, let's get back to the news, shall we? Blammo. Anyone else want to see Trump shut up? That's awesome. Stimulus negotiation latest. Pelosi call cast doubt on a deal. That's so crazy. Do you remember how many months ago you guys were all saying, man, it looks like it's going to be next week, probably. Next week, just let me get a front. I'm just going to take it, play video poker, flip it, buy some VHS cassettes. They got them on sale. Then I'll resell those VHS cassettes out of my front yard, and I'll come up. I'll be the new blockbuster after the COVID's done. Man, they gave you the $1,200 and they told you to fuck off. When somebody gives you $1,200 and tells you to fuck off, they don't come back and give you more money later. They just give you $1,200 and tell you to fuck off. Man, what's crazy is how many people only got that small amount of money. Like, where are they working? What are they doing? How are they eating? How are they paying their bills? How are they paying their rent? If you didn't have a traditional job that afforded you unemployment benefits and you don't have a side hustle because you're just like every normal tax-paying American that goes to work, punches their time clock, goes home, and goes to sleep, what are you supposed to do? What are those people doing? What are the people who've never had a side hustle in their life doing? I mean, I guess those people are collecting unemployment, but the unemployment is unreliable. What are these people fucking doing? Refinancing everything? Man, the lenders right now are being more predatory than ever. It. Let's keep it moving. Hey, did you see this story, man? Trump officials were told to make sympathetic comments about the Kenosha killer. Kyle Rittenhouse. Sounds like a professional wrestler. Whoa, a talking skeleton said something. I don't even want to know what it is. Just I see it right there. A skeleton said something. You see it right there on your own screen, right there. Skeleton. Talking skeleton. We're going to keep it pushing, though. Moderator Chris Wallace calls debate a terrible missed opportunity. Chris Wallace, you fucking sucked. You sucked. You made it worse. You made it worse by being there. If you would have just shut the fuck up and let those dudes, sorry, church kids. One so far today. It's 10:20. We said it once. Whoa, look at this story. Okay, first of all, finishing that thought, Chris Wallace, you suck. But look, Alaska Airlines offering passengers to Hawaii discounted rapid COVID-19 tests. That is my ticket. Literally, that is my ticket. That is both my tickets in one ticket. Man, why don't you send me one of your videos, G? Hey, give me the link where to find it. We'll play one of your videos right now, Roger May, and tell me exactly how to pronounce it. Yeah, we're fucked, man. But people aren't fucked enough every day to get fucked, right? Like, look, if you could convince somebody in one day that they're getting fucked, the next day they'll put a pussy hat on their head, and go march around. Literally, a hat that looks like a vagina. They'll put it on their head and walk around. If you can convince them in one day. If you can convince them in one day, they'll do anything. But if it takes you a month, if it takes you a year, if it takes you a long stretch of time, people won't even notice, man. Is Carol Baskin still Carol Baskining? That's all people care about, man. And it sucks that lady, that's probably a really nice lady. I don't know her. She's probably wonderful, but I hate to always bring her up as an example, but look, I can't go back to Hawaii until the quarantine's lifted, because it's just not, I don't have, so it's like, okay, you could go home, but you can't go to the grocery store. You can't stop from the airport to the grocery store on your way home. You can't like leave anywhere to do anything. And I could make it out. I could make it out. Get like Spark or somebody to hook me up with some groceries, and I could hold out for 2 weeks. But I know if I can't go to the beach, I'm not just gonna sit in the jungle and not go swimming. It gets hot. So, anyways, I gotta wait till a certain date to get out of here, and then I have to wait until I get a rapid COVID test. Let me see how much they're trying to charge. The program starts October 12th. There's Kona right there. You see. You can't see because it's not on. I was reading it. Okay, my bad. Yeah, they're going to Kona. They give you the tests. I had to go swimming. If I don't go swimming every couple of days, I just dry up. I'm like a sponge. I start stinking if I don't get wet. That's why I sit in the bathtub half my day, man. If I'm at home and I'm just sitting around, I'm in the bathtub, just sitting there singing Little Mermaid songs. Oh, look at this. Democrats step up hardball tactics in Supreme Court fight. I ain't feeling that, man. I ain't feeling it. That is such a bunch of shit. They don't do hardball anything. And then when they do, it's the same effect as the people that wear the pink pussy hats. Remember when Schumer and Pelosi dressed like Coming to America? That's what I'm talking about. Crazy, man. Okay, look. New moons, harvest moons, blue moons, full moons. Y'all still you still rocking with the moon? You haven't woke up yet? You haven't woke up yet, man. Yo, that's all I want you to do today. I want you to just go figure out where the moon came from. That's it. Just go figure it out. All right. Oh man. All right, look, there's enough going on just in Portland that we should be covering. Let me see if I can get to the bottom of that. Hold on. There's a lot going on in Portland. Usually I don't do this because I don't want to go back to Facebook, but oh man. Hold on. Stay with me. There's a lot of buttons to push on this show. It doesn't seem like it, but there really is. Yo, check this out since it's right here. California to study and recommend reparations for Black Americans. Man, let me tell you something about reparations real quick. Man, I told you this was hard. There's a lot of buttons to push on this show. Okay, get rid of that comment. Then we want to go back to this story about reparations real quick because I don't want to miss that. Okay, look, you know, the thing about reparations is you can directly figure out where that money should go and where that money should come from. It wasn't that long ago. That these companies were making money off the backs of African and not African, actually, generational United States born slaves, right? Cotton companies, tobacco companies, sugar companies, textile companies, probably some of the largest brands. Because remember this, those people, they kept records, right? They kept banking. They were greedy people. They kept very detailed records of who owed them money and who they owed money to. And if they were found to be sourcing their products off the backs of slavery, then they have a direct financial obligation to compensate those people for their labor. Then when you expound that with the interest accrued over such time, that's a good one, sir. At least you gave it an effort. You know what? Next week we'll do a whole episode just about the moon. Just about the moon. So if it can be found out that they know the exact companies that made money during that time and built entire empires, then part of that entire empire should go back to the legacy, right? If not individual bank accounts of people that can can trace their lineage, because that becomes extremely messy. But maybe into institutional programs, maybe into scholarships, maybe into the maybe into entire universities, or maybe into small business loans, or maybe into tax offsets, or maybe into, I don't even know. But the first step is acknowledging that there is a lot of money in circulation right now that was made off of the back of slavery, and it can be traced. They have banking records. They know exactly. Just type it in. It's not like some big conceptual thing like, oh, how could we ever navigate such a complicated scenario as to figuring out who's responsible. Motherfucker. All right, that's all I'm gonna say. Let me see. Let's see what's going on in Portland right now. Brought to you by Fuck 12 News. All right. Let's do this. Boosh, bash. My bad. Hey, let's do this banner. Throw up a banner real quick to make us look cool. Blam. Throw up that. Then throw up this one. Blam. Then hit this button. This button. This button. This button. This button. This button. Zoom that up. Then hit this button. And man, we're in the money. Blue. Man, look, that dude came from Miami all the way to Portland. Was like, I'm the leader of the Proud Boys, and I'm not white. They're not white supremacists. That dude's a mark. I seen the interview with him. Yeah, mark ass. NBC News obtained internal DHS talking points that show officials were directed to defend Rittenhouse in the aftermath of the alleged shooting, including that the teenager took his rifle to the scene of the riot to help defend small business owners. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about talking points, that talk about controlling the narrative, and get so frustrated when people just give up the narrative through stupid, thoughtless actions or statements or comments, because all it takes is like one day of somebody just saying like, well, look, one dumb person saying something can change a whole narrative. Like, remember when the cops got shot and those people were outside the police station going, we hope you die, we hope you die. Of course, that was a very small group of people, but they were taken to represent a larger message to the people who consume this message, right? No, wrong message. Hold on. Blink this one. Trump officials were directed by the Department of Justice. Okay, here's another one. This dude, this dick nose right here, Alan Swinney, responsible for a lot of trouble in the streets. He is super bad guy. And he shows up with bear mace and the paintball guns, and he shoots people, and he's got a shitload of charges, and they put him in jail. And a lot of people are happy about him going to jail, but I'm just like, can we just beat him in the streets? The prison industrial complex ain't going to do no favors for me any longer than what that dude's probably in jail right now, getting new connections, making new hookups, playing cribbage with the jail guards. Nah, man. We ain't doing that. Oh shit, I forgot to take my bong hit of the day. Look, somewhere God is like, yo, where's our plug? Okay, Let me get this out of the way real quick. Hey, kids. Do you need an eco-friendly and snuggly pest remediation solution this fall as all the bugs move from outside into your bed? Okay, well, get an anteater. Anteaters, they're great. I know you're thinking, hey, Jesse, what if it's a giant centipede? No problem. Get a giant anteater. Brought to you by God. Okay. So check it out. This dude right here was hiding out in Sandy, Oregon for like this dude was hiding out in Sandy, Oregon for a long time. And yesterday I had to go into Sandy, Oregon to do that wedding. So it was nice to know that that dude at least wasn't out there hiding in the bushes, whacking off, waiting for somebody to walk by so he could shoot him with a paintball. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, there's a meme. That's always helpful to nobody. Hey, and look, a religious fundraiser is raising funds for that dickhead Alan Swinney that I just mentioned. And believe it or not, it's the same people that were supporting you know what? That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to go out on a limb. Okay. And here's a good one. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon has just, that's a weird, I've never even heard of the District of Oregon. The U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon, what is this, 1820? A U.S. Attorney for the District of Oregon has just announced they're refusing to cancel the cross-deputization of PPB. This means 56 police officers will keep their status as federal marshals against the wishes of Mayor Turd Wheeler, who asked the status to be revoked. So here's the thing, man. I tried to be the mayor. I tried pretty hard. I tried really hard. You can't win them all. Ted has done something that's crazy. And that he has managed to piss off every part of the world. So usually, if you piss somebody off, you at least have somebody that's not pissed off at you. For example, Donald Trump pissed off everybody, but at least he still has the white supremacists that aren't mad at him. Kate Brown pissed off most of the people, but she still has all the people that love Hillary Clinton that love her. So at least she's got them. Ted Wheeler has it. If you're wondering what's going on, I have a like a mustache hair that's doing some rolling back into my nostril. That's what's going on. Anyways, Ted Wheeler has managed to piss off the president, Kate Brown, the police chief, the sheriff, every single person that ran a campaign against him last election, every single person running a campaign against him this election, all the citizens, all the non-citizens, all the people that don't even live in this state that just message him from like North Carolina or Alabama or whatever to tell him he sucks. Joanne Hardesty yesterday, she pulled her endorsement of him. And she didn't give it to anybody else either. She said she couldn't endorse Sarah or Teresa but she was just pulling her endorsement of Ted because he's a buffoon. His wife left him. Nobody likes that dude at all. So when I think about how many people don't like me, it's always a matter of perspective because a lot more people don't like Ted. Yo, DJ Wheels is in the house. Sons, I need to get over there and see all the little baby squirrels before they're not even babies anymore. They probably already know how to read at the accelerated learning curve. I'm sure you have them taking in knowledge at, man. I'm sure that they okay, let's keep going into this local. There's a nice Proud Boys meme. Hey, standing by. Usually I'm not a big fan of memes, but you can always get me with a pair of dudes' butt cheeks, I guess. Oh, man. More of this. Man, you know what? Whoa. What is this? St. Petersburg, peaceful protest turns violent when alt-right counter-protester brandishes gun, injures woman. Yeah, I was just over by St. Petersburg, man. I was just like a couple miles from St. Petersburg. Hold on, you guys. We're going to do this. Look. Hold on. This is Jesse.
This is an urgent message for the vehicle owner. We've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. You should have received something in the mail about your car's extended warranty. Since we have not gotten a response...
Y'all thought I was lying. But I had to answer because it could have been unemployment. Y'all thought I was lying. Oh, man. All right, man. So let's check out what's going on in the real world. People on Facebook are effing annoying, man. Dude, somebody asked if that picture of the Proud Boys butt cheek was body shaming. Like, no, duh. You think they weren't body shaming that dude for having his butt cheeks hanging out? Okay, but who wins today? Ah, damn it. Look, man, of course it's Ray defending the president. Man, Ray's always got some way to defend the president. All right, keep it up, Ray. It's working for you. How many likes did you get? Hold on. I got to see. How many likes did you get? Oh, it disappeared. Whoa. Yo, this is badass. Yo, shooting a bow and arrow is kind of hard. If you can do that. My man Phil's all right with that. I shot his. I'm not very good at it. Unless the goal is to lose your arrows, then I'm good. I'm good. First credible post-debate poll has Biden leading Trump. Yeah, I'm not falling for that. Keep it moving. I've seen those. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. Whoa, look. This is about to happen. You see this nice little fun thing? Looks like Sheriff Reese might have started something. Sheriff Reese came out and said, I am law enforcement and I do not support the president. In fact, I'm going to give $500 to Joe Biden. And now it looks like Sheriff Reese, who, you know what, as far as bastards go, Sheriff Reese has always been a quiet, humble man. And I'll tell you something weird. Not a lot of people know about Sheriff Reese. Way back in the day, when I was a different person, I used to gangbang a little bit. And he was the neighborhood cop that patrolled that. You younger kids might not remember when the police still had enough money they would just patrol neighborhoods, and you would just have a neighborhood cop and be like, "What are you kids up to?" And he'd be like, "Fuck off," and you'd run away from them or whatever. Chief Reese was like one of the neighborhood cops at the Crip house. Now, of course, I wasn't a Crip, but I sold those guys acid, so I would go up in there, and when we would get rolled up on, it'd be Chief Reese, man, and he treated Tracy. Rest in peace, Tracy, man. That was Tracy's house. He let us wild out in the basement of. But you always treated Tracy with respect, even though you pretty much knew that we were accidentally shooting holes through the ceiling and shit. So I will say that to say this. I think it's cool that Chief Reese made the stand. I still absolutely think all cops are bastards, but some are just a little bit less of a bastard than other ones. And the sun even shines on a dog's ass sometimes. So I'm going to end it on that. So don't be like, yo, we heard Jesse was saying nice things about the cops on his show, because I'll swear I'll deny it. Whoa. Look at this stat from marijuanamoment.net. Marijuana possession alone outnumbers the arrests nationwide for all violent crimes in 2019. Barely. It's 500,000 to 495,000. But whoa, that's crazy. All right, let's keep it pushing. Umbrella Man went viral breaking windows at a protest. He was a white supremacist trying to spark violence, police say. You don't fucking say. Sorry, church kids. Let's keep it moving. What's K Brown got to say? Hey, heck yeah. I'm committed to moving forward with the removal of 4 dams on the lower Klamath River. This will preserve the way of life and cultural vitality for the Klamath tribes and put the Klamath Basin on the pathway toward a more resilient future. See, you know, there you go, Kate Brown. All right. Bobby Singh says, if the district attorney for the state, who is it? The District of Oregon. Why do they keep saying that? I've never heard that in my life. The District of Oregon. But here it is again. The U.S. attorney. So forgive me for stumbling over it because I'm just not familiar with this term. So it comes out of my brain wrong. The U.S. attorney for the District of Oregon announced that they're refusing to cancel the cross-deputization. So Bobby Singh says that the county, city, and state should immediately suspend any of those law enforcement officers who have been cross-deputized, put them on administrative leave without pay, right? And the city must suspend any and all cooperation with the U.S. attorney who is usurping local government. Yo, it's real out here. It is real out here. How blessed am I to be able to articulate it, right? I'm like, good morning, Vietnam. Yo, Sarah on her own. Oh, she's wearing like a visor. I was like, why does she look like a Lego? Oh, I forgot to mention this. Whoa, the city auditor is declining to enforce campaign finance laws for Ted Wheeler's loan to himself. His campaign relies on a small number of big dollar donors. So here will be an opportunity to remind you guys to donate to Sarah. She's $5,000 short of her goal, but I understand if you can't or don't want to, or if you support Teresa's writing campaign or whatever. I just think it's fair of me. Sarah's always been kind to me, and I think she'd make a pretty good mayor. I think she'd make a better mayor than Ted. Even though she's going to turn the whole city into bicycles, but whatever. Oh, grass fire sparked Sunday and quickly grew into a ferocious blaze. Man. We're going to have to outlaw fire pretty soon, you guys. Well, what's this lady writing about? Bloop, 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 bloop. You know what? This looks like it's worth watching. I don't know what it is, but let's watch it.
In some way, this was your compensation in 2017 for being CEO of Celgene, and that's a lot of money. It's 200 times the average American's income and 360 times what the average senior gets on Social Security. Now, of that 13 million, about 2.1 million came from your company hitting yearly earning targets, and more than half of the bonus formula was based on those targets. Any increase in the price of Revlimid would also increase your bonus by increasing earnings. Isn't that right, Mr. Ellis?
If revenues increased and expenses did not, then earnings would be enhanced. And
thank you. Mr. Ellis, in fact, the Oversight Committee found that if you hadn't increased the price of Revlimid, you wouldn't have gotten your bonus. Mr. Ellis, do you know how much you personally received in bonuses over 2 years, the last 2 years, just because Celgene raised the price of this one drug, Revlimid?
I receive very generous compensation, but I don't know the exact number that you're referring to.
In fact, you personally received $500,000 personally just by tripling the price of Revlimid. So to recap here, the drug didn't get any better. The cancer patients didn't get any better. You just got better at making money. You just refined your skills at price gouging. And to be clear, the taxpayers spent $3.3 billion on Revlimid.
All those dudes should be shot in the streets. Heck yeah, look, 300 people have donated to Sarah's campaign today, many of the first time, but they still raised only a fraction of what Ted Wheeler is going to raise. Here's my question about what Ted was doing. Here, let me fix that picture of Sarah for you. Here's my question about what Ted is doing is why is it the city auditor's job to punish him? It should be the county elections department, right? The county holds the elections. When I was going to get in trouble, here, let's bring up this brass from the past. Jesse Spomberg campaign violations. Yeah, look. Here's the thing, yo. I'm going to tell you guys two things real quick. One, I hate doing this because I hate to give this no good rag any juice. But look, button, touch some buttons. All right, look. First of all, this is a cold-ass picture of me, so I ain't even mad about that. Look, that's a cool-ass quote, too. I make a lot of mistakes, but we're the good guys, Spomberg says. Anyways, look at the first sentence they did to me. Look at the first sentence they did to me. Jesse Spomberg, blah, 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 who for 20 years made his living selling pot, wants voters to take him seriously as a campaign. Isn't that cold? But look. So that goes to the Secretary of State and is a civil violation under Oregon law, punishable with a fine up to $265. Now, why the hell do you think that Ted Wheeler isn't going to fund his own election when they were only going to charge me $265 and they have no idea even how much I had raised, right? So I guess I just want to end today's episode by saying fuck the Willamette Week, fuck Ted Wheeler. Vote for Sarah. We got to get Ted out of there. when people say voting doesn't matter, I'm just like, okay, well, you have Ted Wheeler as your mayor because fucking not enough people voted. All right, you guys, it's been great. It's been fun. In fact, it's been a fucking riot.
Subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. If you're a peaceful protester, we are asking you to leave. This is the Portland Police Bureau. We have heard your chants stating the crowd is wanting to enter the property and burn down Southeast Precinct. You are subject to arrest and use of force, including crowd control munitions, if you enter the property. We are also aware of your request to call for additional reinforcements.
All right, then, 5,000 G's.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight.